Hey kiddos, today we're going to go over our next activity on sorting. So when we do this activity, we are going to need our dinosaur sorting page that you have. You'll need your scissors and your glue stick. But before we start that, I wanted to go over what we did with sorting yesterday. Remember, we did our sorting by dinosaurs. We did by their size. Some were small, some were medium, and some were really big. And we did colors, so we put all the green dinosaurs together, and remember we put all the red dinosaurs together. So we are going to go over this again before we do our worksheet. So remember, we did these yesterday. So this dinosaur, where do you think he would go? Yep, he would be right here in the middle, right? And then, ooh, what about this guy? Yes, this is a large dinosaur, right? And we would put him on the large egg. And then what about one of these little guys? Yeah, he's kind of hard to see, right? He's a small dinosaur, so he would go right there. So that's what we're going to be working on our worksheet today, okay? So remember, here is our worksheet. And what do we always do first? We put our name at the top, right? So we know whose paper it is. So you go ahead and you can put your name at the top. And then you're going to cut. Do you see down here on this little line right here? Yep, we're going to open and shut, right? And cut out our dinosaurs. Right there on the lines. Okay, then when you have all of your dinosaurs cut out, see this first one, see the word is really small. It's hard to see, right? So that is small dinosaurs go in this row. And then the medium or the middle dinosaurs go right here. And the really big ones or the large dinosaurs go right here. So I'm going to look at my first dinosaur that I pick is this one. Ooh, yeah, so I'm going to glue him on the small side. Just a little dot of glue. And put your dinosaur right on top of there. Okay. And then the next dinosaur I see is, ooh, this one's a really big one. So he's going to go in our large dinosaurs. So I want you guys to work on that by yourselves. And then when you're finished, if you wanted to color your dinosaurs in, you could. And then you can have your mommies and daddies either take a picture of it and send it to us. Or you can bring it back to school when we come back in a couple days, okay? Good job. Hi, I just wanted to go over the lesson that I recorded. So first of all, our lessons that we record and when we are virtual can only be between 2 and 3 minutes just because that's what our administration wants. They don't want the kids sitting in front of the computer for too long. So my lesson was pretty short and shorter than it would have been like if I had been in the classroom. So I used the time to go over this sorting lesson that we did in class by sorting by size. In class, we sorted by size, by color, and the kids could sort by if the dinosaur had spots or if they had wings, just different things. So we went over that very, very quickly, and then I showed them their worksheet that they were supposed to do, and I quickly went over that, and then they were supposed to send me either a picture of it or they could bring it back to school the next day that we would be in person. So in my lesson, I know I'm not super comfortable in front of the camera just because it is kind of awkward to me still teaching to no one. It's definitely easier to teach when the kids are there and engaged and I'm able to ask them questions and they can respond. So for me, I know that is part of what I need to work on is getting more comfortable talking to the camera to send them lessons. And this particular lesson also was just a quick review lesson. It was not presenting any new information. So if I do that, I usually try to either read a story or do a song or a little short video clip just to get them a little more engaged if I can, just because I do know it's hard for them being so little and just trying to watch on the computer and still learn from it. During this lesson, though, I do think it was good that I went over the lesson that we just went over the last time we were in school, just because I do think they did enjoy doing that lesson and they did the activity. They completed it very well. So I think that was going to help them to just refresh their memory. And so I think that was good. And I also think just showing them, you know, each of the spots where I was going to glue my dinosaur on here, I think that that was helpful to give them an example and so that they could see me doing it. And I used the little song that we do when we cut our scissors, just a cut, 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 just as a reminder for them at home. Just some of the stuff that we do in the classroom. I think it's good to try to keep the routine as close as we can. I know it's not super similar, but if I can remind them of things that we do in the classroom, I think it helps them at home. And I think that's it. I do think, like I said, I can improve on my video lessons, but I do think the next lesson, if I could do in person, it's definitely, I am more comfortable with it, and I think the kids are much more engaged and they enjoy the lessons a lot more. So